Hi MTV, welcome to my crib. Hi, my name is Jessica and I have my daughter Savannah here with me today. This is my very first boutique video and Savannah has been asking me to do more video forever. She wants us to be like Ryan's Toy Review, or they rebranded Ryan's World. If you don't know what that is, you're very lucky. But I have
rebranded.
I have Savannah here with me today as my little assistant. We're going to do some flat lays. I'll show you how I style my mannequins and just kind of a day in the life of a boutique owner during COVID. So let's go. So let's start with a little tour of the store. When you first walk in, immediately to your left is some of my plus size styles. This store used to be a candy store. And it took so much work to get this space ready because the floor was just bare concrete. The ceiling was black. Even the T-grid, like the metal part of the ceiling, was black. It was crazy. And they had just like spray painted it. It was so bizarre. And then when you first come in, on the right side is my little photo op area. It took me forever to find that little lavender bench, but I found it finally from Wayfair. And then my husband put this all together for me. We got the neon sign from Etsy, and it came with a little remote so I could turn it on and off. It's on a dimmer. It has different settings, so if I want it to be like a strobe light or whatever. I'm really proud of how he got that together because I was kind of doubting him a little bit. But the idea behind the store is that everything needs to be able to be moved to the side very easily, because eventually, you know, after COVID, I want to be able to do big events in here. This is going to be my event space. So that's why it was important to me that I got a fairly decent sized space. This is a little bit bigger than I had originally planned on, but I love it. This is my Anthro mirror. This is the 7-foot mirror. It's 250 pounds. It is insane. We had to figure out a custom way of attaching it to the wall because Anthropologie does not supply hardware for their mirrors, even though this is a leaning mirror. And if it were to fall over on a customer, like I can't even imagine. It could seriously injure someone. These are all real plants. Everyone goes crazy for these plants because they're real and you don't see that very often. These are called Wally Grow, these buckets. They're just attached to the wall. There's a little pocket in the back where I put the water in. Some of the plants I need to water once a week, but like the pothos plants, I water maybe once a month, maybe. And because the plants are so close together, I really don't worry about misting them. And I haven't had an issue so far. If my ferns start getting a little crusty, I might have to get up there and start misting. But I love this mirror. I have wanted this Anthro mirror for years, and I just could not justify the price or find a place to put it in my house where the kids would not completely like destroy it. This is my little kid area. I just got some deliveries in, so I need to unbox those. I'll do that in a bit. But my own kids are in here all the time. So I got these rubber balls from maybe Michael's, Target, I'm not really sure. Some little coloring pages, little checkout area. All of my plants in here, hi Savannah. All of my plants in here are real, and people are always surprised. They're always rubbing the leaves. I can't believe this is real. This is another amazing thing that my husband did for me is my shoe wall. And I got these shelves from IKEA. I wanted them to be up above, what is this called? Not floorboard, baseboard. So he had to figure out a way to use a box to hold up the rack while he attached it to the wall. And these things are sturdy. I've had my kids climb these things. Well, not Savannah, but I've had my 2-year-old climb these things, and they're on there. So yeah, I love my shoe wall.
I love the balls.
You love the rubber balls, I know. I got my big egg chairs from Target. Guys always love those chairs. As soon as they sit down, they're like, wow, these are so comfy. And they come with the cushions. Oh, I see the UPS truck, so I'm gonna have to get off in a second. We put these racks in, and I try to change up the store all the time. Everything that is up here in this section is also down here on this rack, so people can see a close-up, and then I'll get their size for them. Just to kind of display my denim. I don't like to walk into a store. If I see a bunch of stuff folded up, I don't know. I feel weird like unfolding it and digging through it, but I really want to show off like interesting hemlines, how long things are, you know, the cut of the jean. So if you have a storefront, 100% I recommend having some type of display, because you can't just fold them. People aren't going to buy them that way. This is not true religion. So yeah, that's oh, you know what? I didn't even show you so this storage area right here was already existing. We just put some wallpaper on it, and those are actually stickers. So I can peel them off and put a new wallpaper up there if I want to. And this was already here, but we discovered once we started getting into the construction that the walls were not really, these walls were not attached to this wall properly. So it was very flimsy. So we had to fix all of that. And then we had to build the other side to match because it was very important to me. Obviously, I need dressing rooms. And so we had to build these. And it's very important to me that dressing rooms are super spacious, because I remember trying stuff on with kids and a stroller and a million other things with me. And it's very difficult in tiny, what are you laughing at? In tiny dressing rooms. So I got my chair from IKEA. This mirror actually is from Lowe's, and we just painted it so it would be gold. And then I got my little ring light, of course, and some hooks from Etsy. This door is like the love of my life. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. It's huge. My sister works at a restaurant, and they have this really cool swinging door. Well, I don't have enough space for a swinging door, but I still wanted it to be green, and I wanted the leaves, and I wanted it to be cool. So my contractor figured out a way to do a barn door style. So this is the slider, and I can just pull this across and it opens. And I love it. So I used that area in there as my storage space. Eventually, post-COVID, I'll have a changing table, but I have this whole area, This whole area closed off to the public, because I just don't want to have to clean it and disinfect it and all that. Bathroom, again, not ready for public use, but I love it. This wallpaper is from Loomwell. It's a sticker that we just, we had a wallpaper guy like stick it on there. I got this little mirror from Lowe's, and I actually got this from, I asked Mrs. America. She renovated her bathroom. I was like, where did you get that mirror? It's so cute. So thank you, Natalie, for the mirror suggestion. We spray painted it gold, and I think it turned out really well. I love it. I will say though, and my contractor warned me, of course I didn't listen, black tile is impossible to keep clean. It's really, really difficult. But I think it turned out so cute. I love how feminine it is. It's not something I would ever do in my own house, which is fun. I think it's a fun little, you are silly. Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying I don't like video normally. I'm super, super awkward. It's weird, like talking into my phone and I can see myself, but it's not like a FaceTime. It's just me talking. So this is gonna be super awkward probably. It's cool, we're gonna roll with it. But my store is called Therapy Boutique here in Las Vegas. And if you follow us on Instagram, it's Shop Therapy. If you're on the website, it's also Shop Therapy. My personal Instagram is Blog Therapy. And the one question that I get more than anything else is, how did you come up with that name? Where did you get therapy from? What's the backstory? And it's something that really I love talking about. So what is the backstory? In 2015, end of 2015, my husband and I started going through infertility treatments. And that's like a whole other topic that I can get on. But basically, it was the darkest time in my life. And it was emotionally draining, physically draining, financially draining, spiritually draining. It was horrible. And ever since I was a kid, I've always dealt with anxiety and depression. I'm sure that played a part into how horrible in vitro is. But I've always used reading and writing as a form of therapy for me. So I started a blog. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to be a blogger. Like, oh. It wasn't any of that. I just had all of this bad stuff inside of me, all this icky stuff, all these icky feelings, all this negativity, and I needed to get it out. I needed to, let me bottle it up and let me put it somewhere else. And so I put it on my blog, and I was very transparent. I'm still very transparent. I'll tell you anything you want to know. And it felt good. It felt good to get that out. And it was hard, and it probably made things more difficult for us because Paul is not that way. My husband is not a lists out all of your intimate details of your life online type of person the way I am. But I couldn't believe, and going into in vitro, I didn't know anything about infertility issues. I didn't know anything about women's health issues. I was very naive because I already had Savannah, and having her, that was easy. I didn't even have to think about it. It just happened. So I had no idea like what I was getting myself into. And I was shocked. I was posting, I was making blog posts, and people were responding, and this little community was being built. And I was shocked at how supportive complete strangers were. We were trading tips, here's how you ice your booty before your shot. And here's what we're eating, here's how we're exercising, here's how we're making our bodies more hospitable for a baby, whatever. And it started becoming more than that. It started becoming, where are you traveling? Can you give us tips? What are you guys eating? How are you styling this dress? Where are you shopping? And it was amazing. I loved it. I still blog from time to time. Not about infertility anymore. We had our son. He's definitely the light in our house. And I know Savannah she loves having a sibling, so it's been amazing. So I don't talk about infertility anymore, which has kind of been a struggle because that's why people started connecting with me and following me in the first place. So I'm trying to transition out of that. Anyways, that was a tangent. But that's the story behind therapy. Writing was my therapy, going through a really dark time in my life. And when I started the store in 2017 online, I wanted my store to continue being a therapy for women. I have sizes extra small through 3X. And being, maybe you're a 1X, 2X, 3X, it's not frumpy. I have 2-piece sets. I have cute little sundresses. And I know the struggles of trying to find women's clothing that you feel comfortable in, you feel confident in, and it's in your proper size. So I hope that my store continues to be a therapy for women who might otherwise struggle finding stuff that is young and trendy and comfortable to live in. That's my whole thing, is having clothes that you can live in. And so yeah, that's like the little backstory of how I got the name therapy. It all started from a blog, and now here I am with being online for 3 years, and having this storefront. I signed the lease Christmas of 2019. It's still crazy to me. I signed a 5-year lease, so this is my new baby. And yeah, so that's the little story behind therapy. This is my POS setup, or a point of sale. My online store is hosted through Shopify, so everything here is also Shopify. They have different types of card readers. This is the chip card reader, so you can slide it if there is no chip, or insert the card if there is a chip. I have a second one of these also that I take for pop-up events. And then this is also through Shopify. It's the M-Pop, and you can purchase this or you can rent it, which is really awesome. So you can rent it and try it out if you're not sure. But it prints out paper receipts. I have the cash drawer. And then on the iPad, I just have the POS app from Shopify, and I love it. I can look through orders that are for the store and online. I can look at customers, pull up products, analytics, all kinds of stuff. I can also have different staff members. So if you have more than one person in your store, or let's say you're working a pop-up, when the iPad turns off and I have to like put in a code, each employee will have their own specific PIN. So if I put my PIN in, Jessica Boone. If someone else puts their PIN in, their name, and all of the sales are recorded to their name. It also came with my little barcode scanner, which I love. So super easy. I cannot recommend Shopify enough. Kind of biased. I don't know any better because Shopify is the only thing I've ever used, but I love that this thing is small. I have my little iPad stand. It does not take up a whole bunch of counter space. And I mean, this is completely mobile. Even that, like if I had a power source, this could be mobile too, and I could just take it to pop-up events. Super easy. Love Shopify. Again, this is the M-Pop Star. I bought it, but you can also rent it if you want to try it out. When I first get to the store in the morning, I clean everything. I clean the floors, I clean all of the tabletops, door handles, everything gets cleaned. After that, once the door, and I leave my door open, even though it's super hot, I leave my door open right now because people are still not sure who's open, who's closed, what are the rules. Also, I don't want to have to clean my door after every single, after everyone touches it. It just, sometimes it gets too busy in here and I don't do it and then I feel guilty. So I just leave the door open so no one has to touch it. I don't have to clean it as often. And so once I'm open and once the door is open, I come and I sit at my cash wrap, sit at the countertop, and I go through the numbers from the day before. I use the Boutique Boss Planner from the Boutique Hub. That's a planner that is specifically made for boutique owners. And I break down everything. I break down the numbers from yesterday, the traffic in the store from yesterday, online traffic from yesterday. And then I look at, okay, what do I need to do today? What do I need to do tomorrow? What does the rest of my week need to look like so my month can end up looking the way it needs to look or better? And if you're interested, let me know. I'll go through the planner and I can break it down for you. I can get into the nitty-gritty details if you're interested. Numbers are not my strong suit, but I'm learning, and I've made a ton of mistakes in the 3 years that I've been open. So I'm probably better at talking about the mistakes and what you should not do. So if you're interested, let me know if you want to see the breakdown of how I use my planner and what the numbers look like, and how you should be doing your numbers. But that's the first thing. After the cleaning, that's the first thing that I do is I sit here and I break down my numbers. So I'm going to do that now, and then I need to hop into my emails too. So fun times over here, numbers and emails. One of my favorite parts of being a boutique owner that I never would have known is all of the event planning that I get to do. I did not think this was part of owning a women's clothing store, but I love it. I try to have one event at least every month. There's always something going on and it's so much fun. July 19th is National Ice Cream Day, and to celebrate that and just trying to get back into the normal swing of life, we are doing an ice cream therapy event from 4 to 6 here in Las Vegas, or at the Las Vegas store. And we're working with Ben & Jerry's. So I have all of the details already planned out. Everything's already done. They're gonna have a full setup in here. In the actual store, they have their cow cart coming, which I don't know what that looks like yet, but it just sounds really cute that it's called a cow cart. And it's gonna be an ice cream sundae party. For every person who brings in a case of bottled water, they can get a free ice cream sundae put together by the Ben & Jerry's team that will be inside the store. So I'm really looking forward to that. All of the bottles of water will be donated to Shade Tree, which is an organization here in Las Vegas that helps women and children and their pets leave domestic violence situations. So the cause is important to me. It's getting super hot here. Everyone is in need of bottled water. And I'm really looking forward to being able to give back in some small way with my store, which has always been my goal. And so today we have everything planned out, but I get to go in and pick all of my ice cream flavors. I get to choose 6 to 8 ice cream flavors, and that's like a highlight of my day today. As a boutique owner, it's picking 6 to 8 ice cream flavors today is my highlight. It's the small things, right? So if you're curious, because I know I would be, we chose 8 ice cream flavors. I had Savannah help me. She's 7 and she's totally an ice cream connoisseur. So we have the cold brew coffee fudge chip, which is made with sunflower butter, and it's actually dairy free. A strawberry, a chocolate, a vanilla, an oatmeal cookie chunk, which is gluten free. Chunky monkey, cannoli, and butter pecan. And then Ben & Jerry's, because of the catering plan I picked, they'll bring in the cups, the spoons, napkins. They'll bring in brownies and cookies and fudge, caramel, all of the toppings. And we'll have a little ice cream sundae party, just like when I was in elementary school. I'm really looking forward to it. Now we are opening up some product. Most of my vendors say I have 14 business days to let them know about any missing items or damaged items, but I do have one vendor that only gives me 5 hours from the time of delivery. So AKA never taking another vacation ever again. But so it's very, very important. I open all my boxes and check everything. Even if I'm not putting it out on the sales floor or putting it up online immediately, I still need to go through it. And I pull out the invoice from the box, and this one I don't care. You can check it out because there's nothing really on here. So I write Shopify on it and QB for QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks for all of my accounting. And what I will do on here is I will, on this one, because this is just the shipping paper. Hi, sweetie. I'll write the price of each item and then what my price is that I'm charging. So wholesale price, retail price. I'll also write in here, I'll write on here what the item will be called on Shopify, because whatever it's named as in Shopify, it will be named in QuickBooks the same way. I like to keep everything exactly the same. And we'll go through, we'll check everything. This is from, let's call it Natural Life. And if you saw my Instagram post, I think it was last week maybe, this is a new to me brand that I am so excited to carry. I could not carry them before because I did not have a storefront. Careful. So yeah, I will go through, I add everything to Shopify first. Even if it is not going onto the website, like this stuff, I won't sell online because I'm not allowed to. But it still has to go into Shopify. That way it's in my POS. Then later today, I'll have to put it into QuickBooks. Probably won't get to it until this weekend though, but that's how that works. Super easy. Super, super easy. But yeah, this is some of the new stuff we have going on. We are updating mannequins right now. I like to do this minimum once a week. If I had the time, I would probably do it almost every day. And the reason why is, for example, this swimsuit is super cute. It's a one piece. I love it. Looks great on. But when you look at it on the hanger, I mean, this is pretty revealing. It's a one piece that's basically a bikini, but it just looks a little bit more extra when it's on the hanger. It's hard to envision it for other people. But then when you look at it on the mannequin, you see, oh, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say completely full coverage bottom, but it's...
Look at the bottom on.
Yeah, on the hanger, it definitely looks like it would be much more revealing. And if if the buckle taught us anything in the mid-2000s, it's that you want to stack your merchandise. So even if you're an online boutique, I would do this on your models or on your mannequins, even in your flat lays. Use as much product as you can. It helps show the customer what something could potentially look like. So here I have a bralette, a top, overalls, and a belt. I would not normally wear this belt with this outfit, but the belt bag I ordered did not come. Thank you so much, Corona. But it helps give people who have a hard time styling outfits an idea. It helps inspire them because those overalls on the hanger, oh, I just took it apart. Savannah, can you put that on there?
Wait.
Other way. How many people does it take to put? You got it twisted, but that's okay.
No.
But on the hanger, they look super huge and wide. But if you were to wear it with a belt bag or if you were pregnant and wearing it, it would look much better. So updating mannequins, little storefront trick, or even if you're an online boutique, update, and then stack your products together. This is the mannequin Savannah wants to restyle. I threw on a mink pink dress on this mannequin with the butterfly necklace. I believe this is the In the Gardens butterfly necklace online. This is a great dress that really needs to be on a mannequin to show you the sleeves and how I would tie it in the back. And now, Savannah, you get to do this mannequin all on your own. Let's see what it looks like. Mannequin challenge. And here's the final product. This is the mannequin that Savannah put together. Explain this look.
This is a snake theme with a snake.
But you have to speak loudly so I can hear you.
This is a snake theme.
A snake theme, yes.
I added a little hat
Mm-hmm.
just in case it's rain.
You added a hat in case it's raining? Okay. Interesting.
And if it's wood, I choose this green top.
Oh, very nice.
And at the park, you could wear this pretty.
So wait, where would you wear this outfit? To the park?
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
This is good. And this is a top just in case if you get cold. It could stick tiny heads in you.
It can stick tiny heads in it. Very cute. Love the creativity. I like that you went with a theme. Very interesting.
But I want to show you the shoes that I actually want to
Okay,
go
pick
with.
some shoes. Let's see. Bring them over here. I can't wait to see this.
Pink shoes.
Okay. Very interesting. I love it. Instead of doing real work, I'm gonna do this. Thanks, sweetie. I love the creativity. It is finally 6:30, which means it is time for me to start tidying up. My store is open from 10 to 7, Wednesday through Saturday, and Sundays 11 to 6. So I work really long days. And when the whole COVID thing started, we decided that I was going to be the only employee here. So my husband, Paul, works his job full-time Monday through Friday, and then he's with the kids, hanging out, playing Saturday, Sunday. I'm with the kids Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm in the store Wednesday through Sunday. So we have a crazy schedule. Someday we'll have time for each other again, but until then, yeah, I'm working some long days. So about 30 minutes before the store closes, I like to start tidying up. I dust things. I'm wiping surfaces of tables. I'm wiping chairs. I save the windows for the morning because I'll still have kids that will run up and touch the windows, and I'll still have some people trickling in before I close at 7. But time to get a little bit of the stuff done. Oh, and these chairs, when people sit on those chairs, I have to spray them down with some disinfectant. So, and I lint roll them. And yeah, it's just a whole process getting this place cleaned, which is interesting for me because at home I do zero cleaning. Paul and I have a really wonderful system. I do all of the cooking. He does all of the cleaning. I will do some random tidying up here and there, but for the most part, I'm cooking, he's cleaning. It's great. I love it. I'm definitely very spoiled. So having to clean this giant space all by myself it's some work. So next 30 minutes, that's what I'm going to be doing. The store is closed. I just finished all of my end of the day stuff, closing out the cash register, balancing it, which was super easy. Really light on traffic today, but good day in sales, and thankfully no one used cash. So closing out the register was super easy. It is now 7:30 and I need to run through the grocery store as quickly as I can and then get home to make dinner for the family. It's tough because before COVID, I was doing all of our grocery shopping on like a Monday afternoon, and it was great, middle of the day. And now I'm going after work, and it is much more difficult, but you do what you got to do, I guess. Thanks so much for spending the day with me and watching my video. If you have any video ideas, let me know, because I guess, I don't know, this is going to be my new thing for a while. Let me make sure this door is closed. Let me know, what do you want to know about boutiques? I've been online for 3 years, so what do you want to know about an online boutique, social media, brick and mortar? Let me know. I've made a lot of mistakes over the years. I'm still making mistakes, and I feel like that's the best thing to learn from, is not asking someone like, oh, what should I do? It's, what did you do that did not work? Those are the best ways to learn. But anyways, if you have video ideas, let me know. Thanks so much for I almost said thanks so much for walking. Oh, I'm tired. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon.